Hello again and welcome to Paul's Racing Channel and to the Ultimate Racing League. So round 2 of our League 2 GR3 Championship comes from Croatia this time at the Dragon Trail International Raceway. We're on the Gardens layout, several layouts here at this venue. We're on the Gardens layout, as I say, and this is the reverse way around, so it's actually clockwise. So the guys have been out there, just as you can see, weather appalling. They had done their qualification and that was also in these conditions. It's meant to stay with us throughout this first race, hoping it's going to clear up for race 2. Thankfully, it's just that 15-minute sprint for this race 1. So let's get through that grid then. So on pole position, we have Aaron. We got M. Bailey in second, myself, Paul in third, Jerry in fourth, Phil Mack in fifth, Harry Poppins in sixth, Seamus in seventh, Aussie eighth, Team Silver in 9th, Sam in 10th, Seabroad in 11th, Pickle in 12th, Kevin 13th, and Benzo in 14th. So still a couple of drivers missing, but I think they'll be back for the next rounds. So let's get this first race underway then. Sit back, relax, and watch this fun. Here we go. Oh, a long hold. That was a really long hold actually, but they're all off, I think. Yeah, all off and running as Paul makes his way up through onto the outside of Aaron. Now surely he can't go around the outside, can he? Oh, he does, makes it up, so it goes into the leaders, Paul. So all the way around the outside of turn 1, just stayed out of trouble there, kept it the throttle going all the way around, and he's leading. So Aaron second, then Bailey third, and then Jerry putting a bit of pressure on there, and Bailey now, early doors here. Harry Poppins in 5th. Phil Mack 6th, Team Silver 7th, Aussie 8th. So we'll see what the guys make of this weather. I think most of them have opted for the intermediates, but they had the choice of inters and full wets for this first race as they hit the hairpin for the first time. Oh, a little bit wide from Aaron, and Bailey had a little sniff but remains in third. Paul meanwhile is just pulling away a little gap at the front. So let's see how he does throughout this race. Got a couple of fast drivers behind him in Aaron and Bailey. Not taking anything away from any of the others, but these two guys are particularly quick. So Jerry going with a note in 4th. In that, well, oh, and he's had a moment, Jerry. Look at that! What a moment that was! And look at that skill. Nice handbrake turn and backs it back up to straight. He's going to lose a few spots, of course, but hey, that was just fun to watch, wasn't it? Probably wasn't so much fun in the car, but he's going to drop probably right down to the back of the field here. Is Jerry pretty much? Yeah, down to 14th. Oh, someone's gone off. That's Benzo just going wide. So just got himself on the curb there, Jerry, didn't he? Span himself round and yeah, done a lovely other pirouette. Got himself straightened up, but Bailey has made that move. Let's just see, where was that move? I've missed it. I was concentrating on the no, there it was. It was the turn 1, wasn't it? Yeah, just got down the inside of Aaron. Got through, so up to 2nd spot. I was concentrating on the Jerry moment, wasn't we? Aaron then to 3rd, Harry Poppins to 4th. So the two Mazdas up there in the top 4 at the moment. And then Phil Mack, and he's still got that lag on. Yeah, it wasn't any better really this week. We thought it was going to be cleared and the problem was behind him, but no, we had another round with him like that. Team Silver though in 6th place. Oh, and who's that? That's Sam in the other. Nissan going a little bit wide. Don't think he's going to lose any positions, but he's going to be swallowed up by the rest of them. Seamus and Co. Seabroad there in 10th. Pickle down 11th, going down the inside. Oh, hang on a minute. There's a little bit of a touch. Oh, and Seamus has got caught up in it, and there's 3 cars off. That might well be safety car, being it we're 2 laps in. So we'll get going, but it's a little bit messy back there, wasn't it? Let's have a look then what happened. Let's go back a moment, a little bit moment there. So Pickle it was, I think, just had a look down the inside. Here he goes. A little tag at Seabroad, and then got a sandwich now. Seamus just in the wrong place at the wrong time, really. Got pushed out wide. And, well, I think that was more of a racing incident, really, if I'm honest. But I think that's probably going to be a safety car. Yeah, it is a safety car. Everyone's slowed up. Although M. Bailey, I don't think he realised it was at that point. But he will go back into his grid position behind Paul in second. He does actually wait here. There we go. I think he's just twigged on what's happening. So there he goes, just slots in between Paul and Aaron into second. So we're under safety car. Paul obviously leading him round. As Bailey, I'm not too sure what he was doing there, just trying testing out his brakes, I think. But should be remaining in his position, but nevertheless gets back in there. Perhaps he was just trying out his acceleration, see what it's like on the wet. So here we go. We might end up going round. We've still got Seabroad, I think, trying to catch up with the rest of us at this point. So once he gets into the line, we'll be back up and running for another go at this. I'll just wait until the back straight, the long back straight, before we get this going again. We'll come through this section under safety car. I think we're all together now. I thought it was best to make sure everybody was on the straight before we started, rather than some of them starting around the hairpin when the others are already at full acceleration. So here we go. Let's watch this then. So Bailey's going to be right up behind Paul at the start of this. Paul's going to just let it go, wait for everybody to be along that back straight, and then he's going to go about any minute now. Here we go. So we're off and running again for the second part of this race one. So Paul and Bailey, Aaron, everybody's obviously closed up now. There's Harry Poppins, Phil Mack, Team Silver Oz. Sam, as Sam has a look up the inside, did he make that move stick? Let's have a look again. Comes along and gets himself on the outside of Oz. It was a little bit of a touch there, but in fairness, well, it's still going on a little bit, isn't it? A little bit of door to door, but no, in fairness, it still gives Oz that position back. A little bit of door to door, but rubbing his racing, as they say, and he's right up behind Oz now as they head along this straight. I think everyone makes it through this time, including Jerry. Didn't have that moment this time around. There he goes. Got his hazard lights going though, so I'm not too sure what that's about. But he's sponsored by Always. Oh, and there's a little bit of touchy-feely out there, but that's all fine. He's going to need them Always in this weather. It's meant to soak up the wet, isn't it? As the guys stream through at the back here, Seabroad, Seamus at the rear of the pack. Seamus just getting caught up in the incident, wasn't he? Pushed out. Oh, and now Seabroad just goes a little bit wide. I think that was his own doing. Don't think he was pushed out there. Let's have a quick look. I think he might have just run it a little bit wide, coming off or going around that. So this is the sort of, well, quadruple left-handers, isn't it? Apexes, about 4 apexes. Yeah, it just runs it wide, goes out into that red stuff. Very slippery out there. So he gets to the back of the pack. But yeah, I think this is the only circuit I think I know of that's got 4 left-hand apexes in one kind of corner almost. But that's back at the front then. These 3, Paul, Bailey and Aaron, are just pulling away from the rest. A little bit wide from Aaron there though, and he picks up a penalty. There he goes. So Bailey chasing down Paul up top. Aaron will get that off. Harry Poppins under pressure from Phil Mack in 5th spot. Through this little, oh, and there goes that. Now, did he get that done? He did. Again, I think a little bit of lag out there, but Harry Poppins just let him have that, I believe. He's got his hazard lights on as well. I don't think these guys have forgotten to take them off, actually, from the safety car. Jerry and Harry Poppins. But he got through Phil, so up to 4th he goes. Aaron's going to take his penalty off now, just goes off to the right-hand side. shouldn't lose too much. With having said that, the guys behind him are going absolutely flat, whereas he's going to be just increasing the speed a little bit, but gets around there okay. But he has closed everything up now behind him. His Team Silver still going well in 6th spot. And Sam, Oz, Jerry, Pickle, Benzo, 2 Genesis together, and then we've got Seamus, who's made up a couple of spots there, up into 12th now, and Seamus in that really quick full GT, and again it was our little tag. Yeah, but he's come off worse there. There was a bit of a tag, just touched Pickle. We just come a little bit hot into there, but didn't lose anything. In fact, he lost out there, so he's gone back to 13th spot of Seamus. That really is a handful in the dry, so I don't know what it's like in the wet, that thing. Seabrawl staying out of trouble at the back there in 14th. So with 8 minutes gone, over halfway in this race, and Paul still holding that lead from the rest of them at this point. Paul's turned down the Jaws music that's coming through his headset in the car, because Bailey's after him, and these two have just crept away. That was obviously Aaron with his penalty. He just fell back a little bit, but these two are going away. Oh, Bailey went a bit wide there. Managed to keep it on the circuit though, as they start lap 6 up into the tight turns 1 and 2. These two right hand sort of double hairpin type corners there. Almost like a U shape there. And then under the bridge, and then through into this quadruple left-handers. Clip the apex there. Just kind of let it float round here. Maybe drop it down another gear for this next bit. And then throw up the hill. Oh, takes a bit of curve there, does Bailey. And round this right-left S section. And down into the tight hairpin. Hard on the brakes. Try and hug that corner and then just let it feed itself out to the left. Squiggle from Bailey. That Ferrari looked pretty planted, and it felt pretty planted, I've got to say. It did feel pretty good. Aaron in 3rd. Phil Mack in 4th, all settled here a little bit. Harry Poppins, Team Silver. Get back to Sam, under pressure from Oz, who's under pressure from Jerry. Look at this. And then Pickle has joined this trio as well, so 4 cars here in a row. A little bit of lag on Pickles as well. There's a bit of lag going on all over the place really. Sam's got that second penalty though, so he could lose a couple of spots here to both Oz and Jerry, and possibly even Pickle as well. Goes off to that right hand side again. Definitely going to lose 2. Where is he? 7th at the moment. And those go, yeah, back to 9th for him. Going to slot in. Pickle's a little bit further back in that Genesis. And then Kev in 11th. There's the other Genesis of Benzo up to 12th, with Seabrawl 13th from Seamus still 14th. So 11 minutes in, coming into this last quarter of the race now, here at Dragon Trail International Raceway in Croatia. And the leaders are still the same. And Bailey seems to catch right up on the brakes, but on the exit of the corners, that Ferrari's got a little bit more oomph. Just gets away from him, but certainly into the corners, into them braking zones. And Bailey's got, he really does close it up. He's better at the braking areas than Paul ahead of him. But crucially, I think he might have gone a bit wide there as well. Yeah, he has, and he's almost messed that up, and Aaron's right on him now, so can Aaron grab him? Here at the final corner, goes up, has a little sniff up the inside, closes the door to then Bailey. So if these two fight, it's going to allow Paul to get away, and he has. and they know it. So Bailey with that tighter line there and tends to go a little bit wider, then brings it back to the second apex. Phil Mack trying his best to catch up with them boys ahead of him, but these three ahead, they're the ones that are looking like the top three at the moment. With well, nearly 13 minutes gone, so we are into that last final lap or two now. Team Silver still trying to chase down Harry Poppins in fifth though. So Team Silver looking for a fifth spot. Oz, oh, goes wide Oz now. That's going to allow Jerry surely the drive to get past him. Up here maybe. Jerry just flashing his lights saying I'm coming through. At least that's the plan. Oz covers up the inside. Jerry tries to go around the outside one. We got a yellow flag. Someone's off. Is there someone off? Or is it just a yellow flag from a previous incident? Can't see anything, if I'm honest. No, everyone seems to be going okay. So Jerry's still trying to get round Oz in 7th spot. Maybe along here. Oh, don't go out there again, Jerry. We know what happened before. They're all through. All still as you were. That looks very twitchy, that BMW. There's Seabroad at the back as well. So into the last 30 seconds now of this first race, and Paul's still leading it from Bailey and Aaron, and this is going to be the final lap. By the time they come across the line, it's whether Paul can hold on now. Looks like he's got the gaps. Looks okay. Looks like he's got a big enough gap to just keep these cars behind him at bay. Runs a little bit wide there, but then a little twitch from Bailey and Aaron in third. But I think Paul might have just about done enough here to take victory in race one here in the rain at Dragon Trail International Raceway. It's closed right up. Bailey's making a last moment dash for it. Can he get there? I think Paul's just about done it. If he can get round this final corner with no problems, he's got it. He has. So it's going to be victory for Paul here in race one. So congratulations to myself and Bailey. Congratulations, good second. Aaron in third. Trying to be as modest as I possibly can. Harry Poppins will get that fourth ahead of Team Silver, who's just ahead of Phil Mack. Phil Mack dropped back down to 6th, so lost a couple of spots there somewhere. Maybe he was a yellow flag. Jerry got 7th, Pickle 8th, Sam in 9th, Oz in 10th. That was really, really close back there. And Kev is going to hold off, and Seamus is not going to hold off. And he has a little go across the grass. He's not going to lose nothing, gets 12th, but may have got 11th as he had he not gone off. Benzo in 13th, and then Seabroad is going to come in 14th. So there's your race one. Good finish from him. Hope you enjoyed that. Hopefully, as I say, should be dry for race 2 for the 30-minute endurance. Join me for that. Hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you then.